Hi, welcome to our Pharma Topics channel, which aims at simplifying the pharmacy subjects and allied health sciences subjects. Let us see the composition of blood. Actually, blood has a liquid part and a cellular part. The liquid part is called plasma, and the brown portion or the settled portion, when you centrifuge any collected blood, is called formed cells. So, let us see what is there in the plasma. It contains more of water and then plasma proteins, particularly four important proteins: albumin, globulin, prothrombin, and fibrinogen. And organic constituents like urea, amino acids, glucose, fats, and vitamins. And inorganic constituents like chloride, sodium, calcium, magnesium, and respiratory gases which are in dissolved form are oxygen and carbon dioxide. We look into the cells microscopically. There are different cells in the blood. The most important is first one is red blood cells, and they are smaller in size. It is present in millions per microliter, 4.8 to 5.5 million cells per microliter. 1 ml, it is 1,000th of a ml is called microliter. And then the next important cells are white blood cells. They are of two types. One is granulocytes. They contain granules or the dotted materials inside the cells called granules. They are neutrophils, eosinophils, and basophils. And those cells which don't have any granules or stored chemicals, they are lymphocytes and monocytes. The WBCs are present in thousands, that is 5,000 to 7,000 cells per microliter. Among them, the number of cells which are high are neutrophils, and eosinophils are present less than 5%, and basophils are present less than 1%, and neutrophils are followed by 20 to 25% of lymphocytes, and monocytes are less than 10%. The next important cells are platelets related to clotting, and it is present in lakhs, 1.5 to 4 lakhs. RBC carries oxygen and carbon dioxide, and WBCs are related to immunity. Let us see the functions of blood. Important is it transports oxygen and carbon dioxide. It also transports metabolic waste to the excretory organs such as kidney, lungs, skin, etc. It absorbs the nutrients and transports its vitamins, minerals from the digested food from the gastrointestinal tract to all the parts of the body. It regulates water balance. It regulates acid-base balance. The pH of all the fluids are maintained by the blood. pH of blood is 7.35 to 7.4. It maintains the pH because of the buffer system which is present in the blood: bicarbonate buffers, phosphate buffers, protein buffers, and hemoglobin buffers are present in the blood, and gives protection against the diseases with the help of WBCs. Let us see the production of the cells called hematopoiesis. Actually, the production happens, it decreases as the age increases. At the earlier days, tibia contribute more for production of the blood cells, followed by femur, which contributes up to 50 years. And the after 20 years, it is in the hands of vertebra, sternum, or ribs to produce the blood cells. So this is the short information of the composition, functions, and hematopoiesis about the blood. I hope it will be useful for you. Thank you for listening. Happy learning. Kindly share this to your friends. Kindly subscribe to our Pharma Topics channel and encourage us. Thank you.